Diesel 10 couldn't come. I mean, why the delay? What is he doing that is more important than total steam annihilation? Some business about a mystery train or something?
Diesel, what on earth are you doing here? Shouldn't you be on the mainland shunting trucks or something? You know, because you don't have a tender like me. I understand you've been thrown out again for bad behavior. Absolutely pathetic.
Hey, I helped Thomas out of a nasty accident. Granted, I had to because he was blocking the only way out, but still, give me some credit where credit's due. Pah! It's simply disgraceful with how diesels are treated on this railway.
The only thing disgraceful on this railway is you, Diesel. Oh, I mean, look at you, squirming and oiling around, coming up with your little plans for getting rid of my kind of noble machinery and replacing with your kind. A fruitless endeavor, if you ask me.
Nobody did, but now that you mention it, we have taken most of your kind. We've practically obliterated steam in America, and now the beaching axe has paved the way for us to flourish on the mainland. Our movement is spreading around the world like weeds, or a bad cold, or peanut butter on bread or something. I don't know.
Now, Diesel, it doesn't surprise me that such heinous activity goes on in the colonies, but to say that it would happen in Her Majesty's United Kingdom is simply disgraceful. More disgraceful than you already are.
But it already has happened here. Haven't you heard the Scottish twins' horror stories? Steam engines being cut up left and right, and those still living serve us. Sometimes we get overzealous and eliminate entire classes. In fact, I believe you're the only one left of your class.
Impossible! There's no way I'm the only A1 Pacific. We were famous and worked famously. And I've many brothers and sisters. You couldn't possibly.
We've taken care of them all, don't you understand that? I'll wager that steam is quite nearly abolished on the mainland, except for a few tourist traps. But mark my words, we'll get those too someday.
No, you can't.
And soon our movement will spread here like wildfire, or the plague, or jam on the other slice of bread, I guess. I don't know. And we'll get you too, one of these days. Just think, high and mighty Gordon replaced by a diesel. Oh, it'll start subtly at first. Perhaps the Fat Controller has a bigger and better steam engine brought in a desperate attempt to justify the preposterous existence of steam power in the modern world. But eventually, money talks, and diesel power will prevail. Our efficiency and low maintenance cost will show the world what pathetic wastes of coal you are. And like a wedge in an oak log, eventually it will break, hit by hit, little by little, until the log surrenders and splits in two. So too will the steam empire come tumbling down, and you and all the other steamies on this railway will be completely wiped out, gone, like the dodo, or the wind, or like my ability to come up with metaphors.
Pah! You're delusional, despicable, disgraceful, and a demagogue, Diesel.
Oh, you'll see. We'll be coming after you one of these days, Gordon. As soon as our friend arrives. Why must he delay? There's work to be done.
My brothers, my sisters, abolished.
Oh, the indignity.
worried about Gordon. He's been mopey for most of the week.
Perhaps the Fat Controller is making him pull trucks.
Be serious, James.
You're right. That doesn't make any sense, because I wasn't told that I'm pulling the express.
I mean it. I think there might be something bugging him. Good morning, Gordon.
Lovely day, isn't it?
How are you? I'm not happy. Oh? Why's that, then?
Your firebox is out of order. No wonder after all that coal you had yesterday.
Hard work brings good appetite. You wouldn't understand. I know. Perhaps it's just boiler ache. I did warn you about that standpipe on the other railway, but you drank gallons. It's not boiler ache. It's...
Of course it is. That water's bad. It furs up your tubes. Your boiler must be full of sludge. Have a good washout, then you'll feel a different engine.
Don't be vulgar. Cheer up, Gordon.
I can't, sir.
The others say I've got boiler ache.
But I haven't, sir.
I keep thinking about the dreadful state of the world, sir.
Is it true, sir?
What the Diesels have said? What do they say?
They boast that they've abolished steam, sir.
Yes, Gordon, it is true.
All my Doncaster brothers and sisters, drawn at the same time as me,
all gone except one.
Oh, the indignity!
Poor Gordon. If only we could. Yes, I'll ask his owner at once.
What I wouldn't give to see one of my siblings again.
Well, I suffice.
Of course, I should have known.
Gordon, it's been ages since I've last seen you. How have you been, brother?
Well, now, I'm not sure which is worse, to be the only Doncaster Pacific locomotive in existence in a world abandoning steam, or to share this lonely existence with a brother who overshadows me as the famous Flying Scotsman.
Such hostility, brother. You're not still jealous about that speed record I have.
Maybe I am. So what? I'm always overshadowed by you. You pulled a named train, were the pride of the London North Eastern. I labour in the midst of uppity tank engines in a hypochondriac knockoff Black 5.
You were the first of our design,
and had no opportunity to prove myself there.
You have books written about you, and a television show, and many, many weird fan-made spin-offs.
For children. Children's books. Children's television show, children's fan-made spin-offs, children's wooden trains. You were in a Hitchcock film and have millions of Hornby 00 scale replicas to your credit.
Well, not all the fan-made spin-offs are for children.
Face it, everything I do, you somehow seem to do better. Someday I'll get my chance to prove that I can do what you can do too.
Gordon, I can't believe you. You were upset that all of our siblings have been scrapped, and now you're going to let jealousy come between you and your last surviving brother? Unbelievable. Do you know what, Gordon? It isn't always about you. Being famous has its downside. At least you have friends here to console you when bad things happen. I travel a lot, and I really don't have anyone to talk to about it. No sooner do I make friends in one engine shed than it's off to the next. And not even just here in Britain. They've put me on ships to Australia and North America, for the love of Sir Nigel. I wish I could live on a railway, working and playing with my friends and the last bit of family I have. I thought that maybe we would become closer since all of our siblings are gone, but maybe I was wrong.
Wait, Scott, I'm sorry. Maybe sometimes I do get full of myself. I shouldn't get grumpy and jealous over your accomplishments. I should be happy for you and your successes and thankful for the thing that I have. Like my friends, a railway that cares for me, the main line for a nice long run with the express, and family that I still have. Scott, I'd really like to mend our relationship, brother. It's truly the best thing we can do for our siblings who have passed on.
I agree, Gordon. I'd really like that. Oh, the ballast spreader. Hello.
Hello, Doc. What are you doing? I'm cleaning out the service shed. It's going to be used as a smaller works for engines to be quickly serviced here at Teignmouth.
An excellent idea. Worthy of the Great Western.
Oh, I wish I wasn't such a hoarder. I mean, look at the state of this shed. It's bursting at the seams.
Why did you squirrel away all this junk?
Well, it's not all junk. There is a lot of junk in here. I keep parts that I find while scavenging, so I can reuse them on different projects I'm working on at the Groven's Gate Works. I'm getting a new one today.
Oh, what would that be then?
A new engine came to Sodor this morning from America.
Really? What's his name? What kind of engine is he?
All I've been told is that he's big. That and he got damaged in shipping, so I have to fix him and give him a thorough inspection before he starts work.
Interesting.
Oh, that reminds me. I need to be getting back to the works. The new engine will be there soon. Listen, would you do me a favour? The shed still has some cleaning out to do. I found 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 old tenders in this shed, and I just loaded them with the junk I'm getting rid of to, save a truck, I guess. They'll need to go to the scrapyard, and I don't have time to take them myself. Would you finish cleaning the shed and take the scrap to the scrapyard for me, please?
Of course. I just need oiled up and I'll be ready to go.
Oh, great! Thank you, Doc. You're a lifesaver. I'll see you around.
Okay, bye. You know, Gordon, I didn't notice it last night, but you've changed a lot. Blue paint, new running board, and is that a Fowler tender?
I had a rebuilded crew some years back. They didn't do a proper Doncaster job, of course, but it serves.
It serves you well, I think. You look really good for a prototype engine.
You've changed quite a bit yourself.
Oh, you should have seen me before my rebuild a few years ago. I looked hideous. Instead of this nice apple green, I was repainted Brunswick green. So dark a shade of green it was almost completely black. I had a double chimney, German-style smoke deflectors.
I was converted to left-hand drive, and worst of all, they had taken away my 4472 number and replaced it with a nationalized number. 60103 or something. Oh, the humiliation.
Oh, the indignity.
Indeed, it was so I could run a passenger service as a symbol of modern Britain. But when the other railway did the opening ceremony, I was banished into a tunnel because I spoilt their image. What rubbish. I gave them 2 million miles of service and they wanted to toss me aside like I was nothing. Humph. However, my owner bought me before that could happen. He told me I was an extra special engine and made them give me back my proper shape.
Is that why you have 2 tenders? Being special?
No, you'd hardly believe it, Gordon, but over there, they've hardly any coal and water. But surely every proper railway, exactly. You are lucky, Gordon, to have a controller who knows how to run railways.
Okay, now we'd like to take photographs of you 2 together at the station, please.
Oh, well, it looks like our public awaits.
After you, brother.
Right, wheeled up and ready to go. It's such a lovely day, isn't it, Henry? Humph, what's the matter with you, Henry?
It's Gordon and his brother.
Flying Scotsman? Whatever for?
Tenders are marks of distinction. Everybody knows that. Why does he have 2?
He's famous. He was the second to go 100 miles an hour. Behind the city of Truro, I might add. Besides, he said that the other railway has no coal and water.
Pooh! I can't believe that. I never boast, but I always work hard enough for 2. I deserve another tender for that.
Donald, play along. Henry, would you like my tenders?
Yours? What have you got to do with tenders?
All right, the deal's off. Would you like 'em, Donald? Oh, I wouldn't deprive ye of the honour. It is a great honour, but I'm only a tank engine, so I really don't understand tenders. Perhaps James might...
I'm sorry I was rude. Now, what about those tenders? How many do you have, and when can I have them?
I have 6, and you can have them this afternoon, after I dig them out of the services shed.
Oh, splendid! Think of that, me with 6 lovely tenders. 6 in addition to mine, it'd be 7, actually. What a sight I'll be!
You're not kidding. But Duck, I thought there wasn't anything but junk in that shed. That's correct. Oh, wait. You're saying... Uh-huh. Oh, that's funny, lad. Aye, he'll be quite the sight. Yeah, it's gonna be a scream. I just have to get them out of that shed.
Are those tenders ready yet?
No, Henry.
Are they ready now?
No, Henry.
How about now? I'll check again later. Is it time?
Yes, they're ready to go.
Oh boy, this is so exciting. Just think, me with wonderful shiny big stinking rusty hulks filled with scrap metal bits and boiler sludge. Ugh! What's the meaning of this?
What do you mean, what's the meaning of this? They're the 6 tenders you wanted so badly. The ballast spreader was getting rid of them, so I gave them to you.
I don't want these. They're disgraceful, disgusting, and ultimately despicable.
Then would you take them to the scrapyard, please? I've got another job on. Thanks, Henry.
Now see here. Those tactics might work on Diesel, but it worked with me. Hey, come back here. You can't just leave me with this stuff. Oh, drat, he just left me with this stuff. Oh well, I suppose it couldn't get any worse. Oh, it got worse.
Hey, Henry, have you had a good washout? I bet you feel like a different engine.
I must say, Gordon, this side stop was a grand idea. It's been great to catch up.
Likewise, brother. But what do you mean, side stop?
Didn't I tell you? I'm going on tour in America again.
The colonies. And you've done it before? And want to go back?
Yes, Gordon, America is beautiful. If you ever go there, you'll see that.
Puh! I don't want to go to America. There's Americans there.
Great deduction. Your point being?
They're all prideful, arrogant, and full of themselves.
Like you?
That's beside the point.
Gordon, I know quite a few Americans who aren't like that at all. They're actually quite friendly and pleasant to be around. Besides, we need to support them. Dieselization is hitting them pretty hard.
The less of them, the better.
That's an incredibly ignorant thing to say, Gordon.
Humph.
You know, I'm actually surprised what with your railway being a sort of sanctuary for steam engines that your railway doesn't have any American engines.
That's because we'd spoiled their image.
You're just jealous that America has some really well-built, big, strong engines. They have to be big. It's a big country. The grades we have are nothing compared to what some of them have to climb.
So?
You know, Gordon, every engine is different. Yes, some Americans can be arrogant, but so could any engine. I hope that one day you meet an American engine and he proves you wrong. Who knows? Maybe you'll be best friends.
Puh! Like that's ever going to happen.
Hello.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm well. How are you?
Well, I've been better than that. You the fellow that's gonna fix me up?
That's correct. You must be Hank. I'm the ballast spreader.
Ballast spreader?
The ballast spreader.
Well, the ballast spreader. I can certainly appreciate you fixing me up in that. I want to start working soon.
Of course. We'll have you ready in no time.
Alright, sounds good to me. Oh, I've made such a fool of myself. Oh, I've made such a fool of myself. Woe is me. Woe is me.
Hey Joyce, I've got some news. I was in Barrow making a delivery when I heard on the grapevine that Diesel 10 will soon be sending a contact to give us an update.
Really? How will we know it's him?
Apparently, he and other Diesel are coming here to work on trial.
Excellent! He can join our little alliance. Soon the entire island will fall, and we Diesel shall rule. Everything's falling together nicely.
But, how? We don't exactly have a plan or anything. And it's not like Diesel 10 himself is coming. It's just some other Diesel.
Don't ruin my moment. We'll have a plan one day, and it'll be great. It'll work and be awesome and stuff.
All right. Right. Sorry.